You killed two people
No, I didn't.
on Monday morning. You killed two people
I did not.
behind the Publix.
I didn't.
This is 20-year-old Jeffrey Hazelwood, sitting inside the Roswell Police Department, playing the role of a traumatized bystander who just happened to stumble across a scene of tragedy while looking for jumper cables.
There was nobody else in that parking lot.
Here's the
There was nobody else in that parking lot.
But little does he know, investigators already have him on camera twice. The second time he came back wearing a Halloween mask and used a girl's credit card 50 feet from where she lay.
Yeah, that's why it's bad. You're the third person back there, and the other two are bad.
Jeffrey is about to spend the next 3 hours constructing the most elaborate excuse for you have ever heard. Every new detail he offers is going to make this worse. He has no idea.
Tell me why you were there when that happened.
I'm scared to say something. It was awful. And then I heard him go ahead.
In the early morning hours of a Monday, August 1st, 2016, Roswell police received a 911 call from a truck driver named Russ Neesmith.
Roswell 911, what's location emergency?
I drive a truck and I deliver eggs to Publix grocery stores.
Huh?
I just drove around the Publix over here at Kings Plaza, and there looked like two bodies were laying behind the store. He
Said they had flipped it. The Publix on which highway? You said Kings Plaza?
Kings Plaza. Let me see if I've got the address here. It's Publix on King Plaza, at King Plaza.
At King Road?
Yeah, King Road, correct.
All right. What is your phone number?
My phone number is, my name is Russ Neesmith.
Are you still in the area?
Yeah, so when I drove by, I got out from back there because I didn't know what was going on.
I understand. Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I delivered, like I say, Publix grocery stores. I was coming from another Publix just up the road there, and I was coming in through the back to the loading dock. And when I drove back there, I noticed vehicles sitting there, and one of them had the trunk lid open. I think it may have been a van. And then I noticed some people laying on the ground. And then when I was getting a little closer coming by, I noticed they weren't moving. One of the bodies actually looked like it was naked. I think it was a male and a female. I noticed the male had blood around its head. But I didn't stop to see if they were okay because I didn't know possibly it was what. So I understand. See in that area.
When officers arrived at the rear of that shopping center, they found two teenagers, Natalie Ann Henderson and Carter James Davis, both 17 years old. Natalie was a rising junior at Roswell High School, known by classmates and teachers as warm and funny, the kind of person who remembered everyone's name. They had been together that night because they were young and in love, and that was reason enough to be somewhere at 2 in the morning. Neither of them made it home. Both had been struck at close range. Natalie had been stripped of her clothing. The contents of her purse had been dumped across the pavement. Carter had injuries consistent with being struck with a firearm before the began. The scene told investigators immediately that this was not a robbery that had escalated. Someone had come there to do this. The gas station directly across the street had high-definition surveillance cameras installed the previous year, a system with enough resolution to capture partial plate numbers and vehicle make in a single frame. Investigators pulled the footage and identified a vehicle that had been in the area twice that night. On its second visit, the driver wore a Halloween mask. He used a credit card that did not belong to him. He filled his gas tank and a gas can he already had in the trunk. Natalie Henderson's body was still on the ground 50 feet away. With partial plate data captured by the gas station camera across the street, investigators cross-referenced DMV records by vehicle make and Fulton County registration. 6 vehicles matched. Jeffrey Hazelwood was the only registered owner with an active address within 3 miles of the scene. By sunrise they had a name. Soon they had Jeffrey Hazelwood pulled over at a quick trip on Mabry Road. The mask was in the car. The gas can was in the car. The blood-spattered jeans were in the car. The was in the car.
What happened? But I didn't do anything. What's going on? My mind. No. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. What's going on? No. I didn't do anything. What's going on? I didn't do anything. My wife. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. What did I do? What did I do? I didn't do anything. Oh, what happened? What happened? What did I do? I didn't do anything. No, I didn't do anything. No, my wife, what's going on? I didn't do anything.
In roughly 40 minutes of sustained hysteria in the back of that police cruiser, he did not ask once about the two people who were found behind that Publix. Investigators had not stumbled onto Jeffrey at that quick trip. They had been watching him for hours. After identifying his vehicle from the shopping center surveillance, investigators tracked the silver Honda Passport to a home in Cobb County, Kelsey's address. They placed it under surveillance. When Jeffrey eventually got in and drove away, they followed him to a quick trip on Woodstock Road. When officers approached, he was standing outside the convenience store. He took his shirt off as they reached him. The search of his vehicle took less than 4 minutes. Under the driver's seat, the .9mm pistol. On the rear floorboard, the Halloween mask. In the cargo area, a small gas can, 2 long, and the same mask visible in the gas station footage. The jeans folded in the back seat had blood spatter across the right knee and left calf, consistent with close-range blowback. That same morning, investigators executed a search warrant at the grandfather's home. Jeffrey's bedroom had a deadbolt lock on the inside. His grandparents had not been permitted to enter it. Inside, electronics, a pair of plaid boxers, black boots, and a notebook containing writings about being schizophrenic. In the interrogation room, the detective sitting down with Jeffrey is Jennifer Bennett. She has all the evidence when she walks into the room. Jeffrey has none of it.
You okay?
No. What's going on?
What's the matter? Why are you upset?
Everything was falling apart. Now this is going on. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, what's falling apart? Everything. Everything like what?
Like, here's kicked me out on the first. But before that, my name just went to hell.
Okay.
And I couldn't do anything to fix it. They kept like, I always know for it.
Okay. Sorry.
And I have these things in my head.
What thing?
Won't go away. The voice is figures.
Okay. Well, Jeffrey, I want to talk to you about the last few days a little more in depth, if that's okay with you. And when I start asking questions, specific questions and things, here at the Roswell Police Department, we have a form that we read with people. And I'd like to read that form to you, if that's okay. Is that all right? Okay. It says, before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and to have him with you during your questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering questions at any time until you talk to a lawyer. So you're having such a happy time with your wife, and then you're having a real struggle with your family kind of at the same time.
It's to the point where I don't consider the people family. because she is my friend.
Okay.
And her family treats me more like family than my own family does.
Okay. All right.
I feel like how that's going to work out now. So I don't even know if she wants to be with me now.
Okay. So you said that you had been packing up your belongings for a few days. So was it on August 1st that you left the house? Did you see your grandma or grandpa when you left the house?
I left early in the morning
Okay.
and didn't come back.
Okay.
Still haven't been back.
Tell me on the night of the 1st, or when you left the house, do you remember what time it was that you left the house?
I left the house in the morning. It was like early. They weren't even up yet. It was like 7 or so.
Okay. Was it still dark outside or was it light outside?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I have a horrible memory. It's things in my head make it hard to remember shit.
Do you take any kind of sleep aid medication or anything like that?
I'm supposed to be taking medication, but I haven't in a long time
Okay. Why not?
because it was affecting. It's going to be embarrassing, but it was affecting my performance
Okay.
with my wife.
Is that something that you have talked to with your therapist, with your doctor that prescribes it? Because you know that
Yeah, tell him I'm taking my medicine. Cobra's better than that.
tell me where you were in the early morning hours of Monday.
I went back to my grandparents' house after I left her house
Okay.
and got some stuff that I had left. And still have my key somewhere.
Okay.
But anyway, I went and got that, and then I went and drove back to the park next to the house and stuff.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to do a timeline for Monday.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't remember it much.
Okay, that's okay. We can talk about it and work on filling it in from what you do remember. So Monday was August 1st.
Mhm.
So Sunday night, you went to bed where?
Oh my God.
At your grandparents.
I think almost that was the first.
That would have been
No,
the
Sunday.
night of the 31st.
Okay. Sweet. It's the Sunday the 31st?
Mhm.
Oh, then yes, I was just.
Okay. Asleep at grandparents. Okay. So you have your yogurt and then you load up, dump it in the car, and you're out. Okay.
Probably wasted like at least an hour.
So you're just kind of tootling around over there for about an hour. Okay. So then with an hour from then would be 3:45-ish. Okay. Where'd you go at 3:45-ish after you tootled around over there?
I drove back to the park.
Okay. And the park.
Actually,
Oh.
What?
Go ahead.
When I stopped at Quick Trip that once, before I got to the park, I found something really interesting there.
What?
It's weird. I don't like them. I
What did you?
don't pick them at all.
What is it?
It was a gun.
Okay. At that Quick Trip right there at Mabry Road?
It was behind it. And I was going to smoke a cigarette, but the dude kicked it.
Okay.
Ouch! Because I was barefoot.
Uh-huh.
I picked it up and I was like, okay, well, I guess somebody left it. Free.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I could sell it because I don't have a lot of money.
Uh-huh.
About So I was like, okay, I can sell it.
Right?
And I was like playing with it. Went back to the park.
Okay. And so you kept it
Mhm.
because you were going to try to make some money?
Mhm.
Okay. Can you tell me what it looked like?
It was black. And it was one of the really short ones.
Okay. Like one that you hold in your hand or one that you prop on your shoulder?
Not that big.
Like one of the
No.
ones that, but not that big.
No.
Okay.
It was Call of Duty ones we could.
Okay. So more like, you said it was black, right? So did it have the spinning wheel thing on the side or did the top of it slide back?
The top. It pinched me.
Okay. Was there any,
What? Sorry.
were there any bullets in the gun? There were? Okay. Did any of them, when the slide was moving around? I don't know. How familiar with guns are you?
I went shooting with my grandpa, and I used to go hunting, so I know all about that.
Gotcha. Okay. So you know about the bullets and when the slide comes back, it'll pop a bullet out.
Yeah.
If,
Yeah.
unspent round. It doesn't shoot. It's just a bullet that comes out.
Mhm.
When you pulled the slide back, did one come out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you find it?
Yes, I
Because
did.
sometimes
And I
they're
put
kind
it
of
back in.
they're kind of hard to find sometimes when they
Yeah.
fly off in the
Well,
ground.
it flew up.
Okay. And so you found it. You put it back in. Did you notice if the magazine was full? Did it have lots of bullets in it, or
It was.
okay?
Uh,
Did you know what kind it was? If you're familiar with guns, was it?
yeah. I think it was. I can't remember what it was. It was a smaller caliber,
A smaller,
not like a 45.
like a 22?
No, not that small.
Not that tiny.
No, not that.
Okay, those are pretty tiny.
Yeah, those tiny.
Okay. And then 45s are huge.
Yeah,
And then we have like a 40. And then we go
it
down
was
to what, like the 9 and the 380.
one of those.
Okay.
One of those is 30.
Okay.
It's
So
like it anyway.
it was
Could be wrong.
okay.
It's been a while. I haven't really come.
All right. So you decide that you're going to take it because you need the cash to help
Bad
with
mistake.
with
I'm
Kelsey
guessing.
and things that are going on. So you took the gun with you. And what did you do with it as you were leaving Quick Trip? Did you like put it in your pocket?
No. It was in a plastic baggie with a lot of extra shells.
Okay.
A lot of extra shells. I had no idea what anybody was doing with a plastic baggie full of extra shells.
Okay. So the gun was inside the
Yeah.
bag? Okay.
And then I put it in my seat. And then when I got to the park, I started organizing. Oh, crap, it's just a mess. I think, no. Ink. What was that?
Go to the park.
And I was organizing it and everything. I was like, well, I don't want to leave it laying about.
Right.
So I put it in. I don't remember what bag I put it in. One of the packs of bags I have back there. I don't
Okay.
remember.
Okay.
There are two problems with the Quick Trip story, and they exist independently of each other, meaning both have to be true for Jeffrey's version to hold, and neither one is. The first is geography. The Quick Trip on Mabry Road does not sit conveniently along some alternate route Jeffrey might have taken that night. It sits directly on the road between Kelsey's house and the Publix on King Road. There is no version of Jeffrey's stated movements in which stopping there is incidental. It is the last stop before the scene. He has placed himself there, in the middle of the night, with a loaded. On the exact night 2 teenagers were found 2 minutes up the road. The gas station's exterior camera logged his vehicle at 3:17 in the morning. Jeffrey told Bennett he left Kelsey's house around 2:30 a.m. That drive takes under 10 minutes. 35 minutes are unaccounted for between his departure and his appearance on that camera. The Publix on King Road is 90 seconds from that pump. The second problem is the itself. Jeffrey's grandfather owned a .9mm semi-automatic pistol kept locked in his truck. On July 30th, 2 days before that was reported stolen, his grandfather told police the truck had been locked with no signs of forced entry. The lock had never been duplicated at any licensed locksmith in the area. Jeffrey had a key to that vehicle. He had been living at that house. He was the last person with regular unsupervised access to it before the theft was reported. That should have been the end of the story. But Jeffrey doesn't know investigators already have the ballistic match. The shell casing recovered at the scene behind the Publix had been sent to the state forensic lab before Jeffrey ever sat down in this room. Every firearm leaves a microscopic signature on the brass it ejects, marks from the extractor and the firing pin that are unique to that specific. The casing matched one. The pistol Jeffrey's grandfather had reported stolen from his locked truck. The same truck Jeffrey had a key to. The same gun Jeffrey now claims he found in a bag behind a gas station the night of the murder. The story was disproven before he started telling it.
And you don't have any idea
No.
why that you would be here.
Oh,
Okay.
what's going on?
Okay. So I'm going to tell you. You talked about the last several days since we've been in here. So Sunday night, you said to me that you worked at the Walmart out at 92 and Trigum on like your normal shift, your evening time shift from 2 to 11. Okay. And then you went over to Kelsey's house to hang out with her. And then where did you go? Why did you come back?
I thought maybe that scene was real. Because of most of the things that I see aren't real. Most of the things I can touch aren't real. One of the voices that I hear aren't real. So many episodes wasn't real.
But it was real. And what happened that time?
I needed jumper cables. And it's trunk edge. It was open. It had jumper cables in it. I was not the jumper cable. I was out on my own. I didn't know my ghost. So I took it.
Why wasn't your car start?
No, I was afraid it wouldn't because it's
In the middle of the night, in an empty parking lot, how in the world are you going to jump your car off without another car?
No, it was just in case. Because I was over there and saw the jumper cables like they could use.
What car did you get the jumper cables out of?
The little one
What color was it?
was darker colored. Don't make it. That's it's awful.
And then where'd you go?
Dark. Yesterday, listening to
Okay. At what point in time did you go to the Flash Foods?
what?
The gas station.
What do you mean? I don't remember this.
Gas stations have video cameras.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I know what kind of car you drive.
yes,
I have you on video and your car at the gas station
yes.
across the street from your job. At what point did you go to the gas station?
Later. I love the time.
So you left Kelsey's house. Did you go straight to the Publix? Or did you find the gun at the Quick Trip first?
I didn't. I found it later. It was on my back. Continue cover.
Your timeline doesn't work.
No, so.
Your timeline doesn't work.
But it says.
You say you found the gun. Then you end up in the Publix parking lot. Then you're going towards them.
No. But that was before.
What was before?
It's right there before. But the one.
You went there before you found the gun. Okay, I don't believe that you ever found the gun behind the QT. Because the employees hang out behind the QT, and that's where they smoke their cigarettes and take their breaks.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a gun laying with bullets in a bag, in a case, I'm pretty sure that one of the employees would have been able to see it. It's lit back there. So you think making up some story about stealing jumper cables
No,
is sufficient, and randomly walking upon being the only other car in a parking lot all night long with two dead people.
I'm not making up a story.
Who stole the gun from your grandpa's house? You were there the night that it was stolen. Who else was with you?
What's your name? I don't know. I didn't steal it. I didn't do any of that.
So that gun's not in the back of your car? The stolen gun from your grandfather's house is not the one that's in the back of your car. I just told you what's going on.
What's going on?
Your grandfather's stolen gun is going to be in the back of your car, isn't it?
I don't know.
We already talked about the gun. I think that you're being dishonest about where it came from.
Oh.
You already said that you were in possession of it. I already know that. I just need you to tell me where it came from.
I found it. I didn't take it.
At what point in time did you take the gun? You spent an hour there. It doesn't take an hour to eat yogurt.
I don't know his name.
Whose name?
The
Whose name?
guy I gave it to.
The guy you gave it to. The guy you gave what to? The guy.
Didn't know. He said he wanted to pack.
Okay.
He said he wanted to pack it.
You think he's the guy that shot them?
No. I don't know.
Who'd you give the gun to? You don't know his name. Tell me what he looks like.
All I know is Matt.
His name is Matt. When did you give him the gun?
A week ago.
You didn't find it a week ago. You told me you found it on Sunday night. There's only Wednesday.
Investigators ran down the Matt lead the same way they run down every lead: cameras, phone records, and canvas. What they found was nothing, because there was nothing to find. The parking lot surveillance at Publix covers every vehicle entry point to the property. The footage was reviewed hour by hour from the time the businesses closed that evening until the 911 call was made the following morning. No second vehicle enters that lot. No one on foot crosses the frame. The forensic sweep of the scene returned physical evidence belonging to 3 people. No third-party trace. No unidentified DNA. Luminol application revealed a partial shoe impression in the blood near Carter's body. The sole pattern matched the shoes Jeffrey was wearing at arrest. 1 set of feet walked through that blood. Investigators also pulled Jeffrey's phone records for the hours surrounding. There are no incoming calls in the relevant window. No text messages from an unknown number. No contact from anyone matching the name Matt, Andrew, or any combination of the descriptions Jeffrey offered across both days of interrogation. The phone is silent in exactly the way a phone is silent when there is no one else involved. What happens next is not a confession in the traditional sense. Jeffrey does not sit down and say what he did. What he does instead is build the most detailed version of the Matt story yet, and in doing so he hands investigators every fact they need to close the case. He thinks he is creating distance. He is actually drawing a map.
What happened the first time you went back there? You saw the cars pull in, and then you pulled in behind them and parked in a different area. Did you know them?
No.
Did you recognize them when you saw them?
No.
What about before they were covered in blood? You followed them into the parking lot. I have you on video. I have you on video camera. There's a camera pointed at the parking lot. There are cameras around that entire shopping center. So I have them pulling into the parking lot, you pulling into the parking lot. You park at a different location from where they park. You walk around your vehicle. You go towards them. Then you run away. You leave. And then you go to the gas station. And you pump gas into your car and then into a gas can. Then you come back to the Publix. You park in the same general area as where you parked the first time. And you go back to the bodies. There was nobody else in that parking lot.
I heard the shots.
There was nobody else in that parking lot. If I have video of you moving all around, don't you think I watched the video before? There's no one else in the parking lot. For hours before they got there. There's no one else in the parking lot. All the businesses close. All the employees leave. No one walks onto the property. No one drives onto the property until they enter the property, and then you enter the property. There are only 3 people on the property, and 2 people are dead.
Jeez. I didn't.
So who did it?
So that was enough to gun to my limit.
When did you give the gun to Matt? Not a week ago, because you didn't have it a week ago. So try again. You told me you got the gun on Sunday. Okay. Listen, you just said to me that you don't want to get in trouble. Right now, lying to me, all it's going to do is get you in trouble. What happened when you got out of the car and went back there? What made you mad? What made you dislike them so much? What made you want to hurt them? What made you, what about those people made you want to do that to them?
I didn't. I didn't. No,
You heard the shots when you were walking back there. I can see you firing the weapon. And yeah, it's not you, then who is it? You get out of your car, you walk back there, you stand there, and then you run back to your car. Tell me who else was there.
Not me.
Tell me who else was there then.
I don't know. I came up and
So some invisible person shot them while you were walking towards them. Why'd you need to wear a mask? Did they know who you were?
What do you mean?
You were wearing a mask. The mask is in the back of your car right now. I saw it this morning. The V for Vendetta mask. Yeah.
I was scared the gun was still there. That wasn't the
Did you think the mask was not going to have him you? If there's some crazy person back there with a gun, you thought you could put a little plastic Halloween mask on your face and you'd be okay? That's the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard, Jeffrey. Are you kidding me? Why did you go back there if there's some crazy guy with a gun? You wanted to go back to get some jumper cables? Not cash, not jewelry, not anything expensive. You went back where people were
I didn't see something little.
and you took jumper cables. And you took her wallet. Where's her wallet? You used her freaking credit card at the gas station. I'm not stupid. So you stepped over her bloody, naked body and dug through her car and stole her wallet. And you stepped over his bloody, naked body and got his jumper cables out of the back? Or did you step on his bloody, naked body? Did you step on him? You didn't step on him, just like you didn't shoot him. So the invisible person shot him and stepped on him. Have you ever seen that much blood before? Did you know there was going to be that much blood when you shot her? Who's on the video?
What do you mean?
Who's on the video walking from your car with the gun in their hand?
I didn't
Shooting
have
her.
a gun. I didn't shoot her.
That's the story that you're going to stick to? That's it. That's what we're going with. That's what we're going with. So you told me you don't have any family but Kelsey. These two? These two have family. What do you think their family wants to happen to the person who did this to them? Bad things. What kind of bad things? Should they go to prison forever? Should they go to the electric chair? You don't know.
I don't know if it's still operational.
That's still operational. Okay.
Is it?
What's this on her foot? You know what that means?
What is it?
Is that cigarette burns? While you're touching her. Did you burn her feet?
What? That's not. I didn't do that.
You didn't do that.
Didn't do
You
anything.
didn't do this. But you did this.
No, I did not.
You didn't make the marks on her feet. But you definitely made the big mark in her head.
No, I didn't.
That's what we're going with, right? You didn't do it. So the video that I have of you walking from your car, walking back to their car, holding the gun and shooting them in the head,
I wasn't.
you didn't do it. Okay. All right. What? I didn't do it is not a sufficient answer anymore because that's not true. It's not true.
Where's the video? Can I see it?
My fellow detectives are working on some additional photographs to attempt to persuade you that we know that it's your car, it's your body, it's your clothes in the back parking lot. So here we have you walking out. That's you.
Sound has tracking kids.
Those aren't tacky pants. Those are blue jeans. They're in the back of your car. That have blood spatter on them. They do. That's what happens when you shoot somebody, especially when you're standing as close as you are when you shot them. The blood splashes back and gets on you, whether it's big drops or little drops. That's what happens. The red shirt that's in your car, the jacket that's in your car, the mask that's in your car, not anybody else's car, your car. This is you when you ran away. That's you running away the first time after you shot them, running away.
Didn't shoot them.
This is you coming back the second time with your mask on. Mask on because the bad guy would have gotten you. That's the story that we're going with. The invisible bad guy that looks just like you.
Wasn't me. That was the first time.
There's only 3 people there.
I didn't see the other guy.
Okay. Have you ever heard of an autopsy? Have you ever heard of an autopsy? That's when you die and you go to the medical examiner's office and they cut your body all open and they pull out whatever bullets are in it or whatever problem you have and they find out how you died. Okay?
I watched the investigation.
Seen it. You know kind of how it works. Okay. So we did that on these 2 young people and we went down there. And how gunshots work. When you fire a gun at someone, if it's close enough, the gases and everything that come out of the end of the gun are going to burn that person. But you got to be pretty darn close. They have the burns on their face. So the person that shot them was close to them. So if you can see them stripping down in a parking lot, you can certainly see the person standing next to them with a gun up to their head shooting them. You didn't just hear it. You heard it because you did it.
No, I saw. It was nothing.
They fell down like it was nothing. That's what happens when you get shot in the head. You die immediately because all brain function stops.
He's coming after me.
Who's coming after you?
Because he's small.
Who is he? Is that the boogeyman?
Oh, the guy who shot me.
Who is he?
I don't
There's some
know.
random person. How does he know who you are then? How's he coming after you?
He came up to me in a parking lot.
What parking lot? What parking lot? I can get video. You saw the video I got. What parking lot was it?
Roswell
Roswell what?
area park.
Roswell Area Park. The last time we have your vehicle in Roswell Area Park is back in May. We have video cameras in there as well. We did our research on you just a tad. The last time you appeared to be in Roswell Area Park in your vehicle is sometime in May.
I was there
When?
last week.
And some random dude walked up and borrowed your gun, and then you just happened to be in the same parking lot as him, watching him shoot 2 teenage people.
Because I was curious about what they were doing.
Why? Why did that pique your curiosity that cars are going behind Publix?
Because it doesn't seem normal.
Doesn't seem normal.
Oh,
Does it seem normal for you to be following people that you don't know into a parking lot?
it's curious. So bad.
Yeah, they're dead. That's why it's bad. You're the third person back there and the other 2 are dead. It's bad. You 2 people.
No, I didn't.
On Monday morning, you killed people
I did not.
behind the Publix.
I didn't.
I'm going to take a break. I'm going to let you sit here and collect your thoughts for a minute. Because clearly, I don't know how 3 people go behind a building. 1 person comes out. 2 of them are dead.
Because there's the
And
other
some
person.
random person pops up and shoots them.
It was another person.
Where'd the other person come from?
I don't know.
You don't know. Was he taking his clothes off in the middle of the parking lot too?
No.
No. Because he wasn't there.
Yes, he was.
He wasn't there.
He was. I don't.
I have video of the parking lot. I am not going to give you the pleasure of showing you shoot those people again. There are 3 people in the parking lot. 2 of them are now. You are the only person that walked out of there.
I didn't do it. Couldn't. Couldn't. I speak with somebody.
May you speak with somebody about what's going on? What would you like to speak about?
Forget what the fancy about.
Fancy people?
Yes. You know, like on the TV show.
The detectives.
Yeah, but the ones in the courtroom. Look there. I love you. Love you. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I love you. You love you. That's all. There you go. Yeah.
So at this point, you want to speak to an attorney, a lawyer?
Yes.
Jeffrey Hazelwood asked for a lawyer at the end of that session. He had no money, no family in a position to help, and a public defender system that would take time to mobilize. By the next morning, he waived his right to counsel and walked back in. What he does not know is what came back from the lab overnight. Natalie Henderson's autopsy had been completed before the second session began. The medical examiner's findings went beyond the wound. Natalie had been sexually assaulted prior to her death. The forensic evidence recovered from her returned a single contributor profile, not an unknown profile, not an unidentified contributor. Jeffrey Hazelwood, exclusively. The credit card charge was timestamped 3:24 a.m. Natalie's last legitimate card activity was at 11:47 p.m. the previous evening, a purchase made earlier that night with Carter. The $34.17 charge covered a full tank, and the gas can already be in Jeffrey's trunk. That gas can matters. It was in the vehicle before he drove to that parking lot. A person who stumbled onto 2 bodies and panicked does not arrive with a gas can waiting to be filled. Georgia law does not require prosecutors to establish motive. They do not need to explain why. They need to establish who. The DNA does that by itself. Combined with the surveillance footage, the ballistic match, the blood-spattered clothing, the cell tower ping, the shoe impression, and Natalie's credit card, the physical evidence case was complete before the second interrogation began. It was Jeffrey's grandparents who urged him to turn himself in after news of the broke. Despite years of fear, years of locking away weapons, years of dreading the warning he had given them in 2013, it was his grandmother who called and told him to go to the police. Jeffrey walked back into that room believing he still had room to maneuver. He is going to spend the next several hours proving himself wrong.
What's a guy? Another guy.
Okay.
He made me drag him around.
Okay.
And the high school. He made me drive past and round
Past where? What?
on the Roswell High School
Okay.
past the entrance, and he told me that the girl was parked in that area, and
And
he made me drive past her car. Then when I got to the exit, he got out. I was like, "Where are you going?" It's like, "Business." So he told me to drive there and walk to that.
okay.
So I parked. Then a little while later, her car got here with his car.
Okay.
And then I go back there.
Okay. So where did you first? Oh, go ahead.
He made me show him my driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
And he threatened me. He threatened my family, which was Kelsey,
Mm-hmm.
had my driver's license. Saw that. She saw my name. He could get hers. Then he could get her family's, and on and on, on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So where did you first encounter this guy? Where did you first see him or meet him or?
It's a while back.
Okay.
What? We were friends or something of the sort.
Okay.
I smoked the marijuana with him a couple times.
Okay.
And
Did you get either of those guys' names when they got
The
to chat
guy-
with you?
one of the guys' names was Matt. The other guy was named Andrew.
Okay. So yesterday, you told me that you and Kelsey hung out around the house. You didn't tell me about Waffle House.
Because that's where I went right after I
Okay. So you went over to Waffle House after you left Kelsey's house.
don't want. I'm trying to protect her.
Okay.
All I care about.
I can understand that.
Because of that, then
Okay.
and I won't be able to be there for her. But to protect her then.
So tell me about the Waffle House. Were you going over there to eat or were you going over there to meet him?
I wasn't part of the meeting. I just went over there, got water,
Okay.
basically talked to the guy and all that.
The like server people, this
I
guy?
don't know which one it was because there's so many.
Okay,
I
okay.
know me and Kelsey's well, the one waitress that we usually have is she knows our order by heart.
So then how did you encounter that?
When I was driving away,
Mm-hmm.
I recognized him. I think he was walking on the side of the right, Walho, and then there's farther down around. Said, "Hey, how's it going?" Because I stopped over there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Hey, nothing much. Can I get a ride?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure."
Okay.
And then he, I think he's this guy,
Uh-huh.
I could really go. I could.
So where did you guys go after you picked him up?
He told me that he and this girl were that he really liked, really loud down and scream, which I understand. I didn't catch him. But we were driving to down this way.
Towards Roswell.
Yes.
Back this way.
And she said, "Oh, I'm really loving this girl. She's lovely. I gotta go meet her tonight." And yes, see my driver's license. Why? Why? I'm like, this was shit. Like, Marcus is horrible. And so I stared him and he says, "I'm good." I had her name.
Okay.
Okay. What do you mean? You have my name.
Right.
You're gonna do what I say, and that's
Okay.
that's
Okay.
and he touched into my family, and I realized that he has my name, my stuff, and now he has cookie policies, has hers, has her families, her parents, her brothers, sisters, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Not okay. Don't do anything to them. Just what do you want me to do?
Mm-hmm.
So just drive to Roswell High School, drive around. There's this girl that I'm supposed to meet.
Mm-hmm.
So he drives. Drive. The car's there. The
The girl's car. Okay.
and he says, well, it doesn't look like she's in there, so just let me out on the corner. And then talk over to
Okay.
so I did. And I don't know where he went.
Okay. And then when did you see him again? Didn't see him anymore. Yeah. Okay.
Before he got out, he told me that I was going to do whatever he told me to do. Because hurt my family.
Okay. What else did he tell you to do? What did he say, though? I need to know the words that he said.
Just wanted to my
I know.
So I wanted to do it.
I know. He was threatening everyone. Do you remember the words that he said? Can you tell me the words that he said to you?
He says, this bitch has got to die.
He's talking about the girl from the car.
The story of Matt appearing on the sidewalk and climbing into the passenger seat does not happen. They checked Roswell High School. Jeffrey says Matt directed him to drive past the entrance because Natalie's car was parked there. The cameras covering that entrance show one vehicle at the relevant time, Jeffrey's. No second vehicle. Natalie and Carter drove directly from wherever they had been that evening to the Publix parking lot. Jeffrey followed them. That is the complete sequence of events, and every camera on that road confirms it. Jeffrey had been off his medication for months before August 1st. That was confirmed. His grandparents told investigators he had a long history of hospitalization, including time at Ridgeview Psychiatric Facility. They described years of escalating behavior, stolen weapons, expressed homicidal ideation, and a warning he had given his grandmother in 2013 that one day he was going to explode and people would get hurt. They had been locking away knives and swords. It hadn't been enough. What was also confirmed is that in the weeks before August 1st, Jeffrey had been to that Publix at night more than once. His vehicle appears in the lot's own surveillance archive twice in the 3 weeks prior, both times after midnight. He knew what was back there. He knew how dark it was. He knew the businesses were closed and the employees were gone. The day after, while Natalie and Carter's families were being notified, Jeffrey Hazelwood posted a selfie on Instagram. The photo showed him at a pool. His account had contained months of material before that day, memes reading "Love me" or "and your third face you never show anyone, it's the truest reflection of who you are." The posts were still publicly visible when investigators pulled the account.
Okay.
So you walked back towards where the cars went. And what were you doing along the way? What's going on with you while you're walking back that way?
Just walking on the bushes. I could hear the leaves crunching.
He was walking along the bushes? But what were you doing when you were walking back that way?
Just walking.
You were just walking.
I was thinking, what the fuck is going on? Zane.
Okay. Where was the gun at that point? In your pants pocket? In your jacket pocket. Okay.
I could feel it, and I was like, I don't want to do. I don't want any of this to happen.
Okay. Were you holding it with your hand in your jacket pocket?
Maybe it was, I guess, and the dog kicked.
Uh-huh.
I had my hands in my pocket like this.
Okay.
I wasn't like,
Okay. You didn't have your finger on the trigger or anything like that. You're just holding it up against your body. Okay. So when you walk around that corner of the building, what happens at that point?
he tells me, go and get the shitters and go and rob them there and kill them.
And what are they doing? The first second you can see them, what are they doing?
They are getting into the car,
Okay. Where into the car?
into the back foot.
Into the back. Are they going through the doors?
Yes.
Okay. And how are they closed at that point?
At that time, they were closed.
At that point, they have clothes on. Okay.
But when they came out, when I opened the door, because he told me, go, get them out of there. That's when they were not closed.
Okay.
So
So during the time that it took you to walk from the first time you could see them to walk over there, did you go straight over to the cars or did you wait anywhere?
I waited because I wasn't sure what to do.
Let's go back in the story a little bit, okay? So let's go back to the part. So you're behind the electrical box. Okay? So you're kind of peeking, hoping that they can see you so that they get scared.
I even climbed on top of the roof.
On the roof of what? Really? How did you get up
Standing
there?
around and looked over the edge. Just
How did
to
you get up on the roof?
the electrical boxes.
Oh, okay. So you
So I made the excuses. I'm just checking out the area.
yeah.
But I was something.
Have you ever
Looking-
done that before? Have you ever climbed up there before?
Yes, once.
Oh,
It was
okay.
just for fun.
Okay.
So that's horrible thing to say, but claiming that
You just what?
it's a horrible thing to say, but I did it before, so it came in.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I climbed up there, walked along the roof, stomped my feet up and there was hair.
Yeah.
Maybe someone started, all right, let's get out of here. I
Right.
was walking along the side, just trying to get them to see my silhouette or something.
Right.
And just to get out of there.
Okay. So when did you come down off the roof?
Leave it. Yelled at me. That's enough. Get back down here.
Were they still inside the car when he said that? Okay. Were all the doors closed on the car or were there any open doors on the car?
No clue.
They're all closed. Okay. Because he told you to stop messing around up there and get back down. So you got back down.
They opened your arms around.
And then you went over and you opened up the door to the car.
Basically said, get out.
And you said, get out. And is that when you hit the boy in the head? Did he fall all the way down to the ground?
I don't really remember.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
remember he going down somehow.
Okay.
I was trying to
Okay. And then everything did. Okay. So you hit the boy in the head right there. And then did the girl get out of the car? Also. And she didn't have any clothes on when she got out of the car. She did. What clothes did she have on?
I'm not really sure about that.
Okay. When she got
For her to know, I relate to this shit.
Okay. So was that before the boy was down on the ground or after the boy was down? After. Okay. So he had already given you the instructions for the boy. So he told you to tell her to take her shirt and her underwear off.
I didn't pick them up.
You didn't take them off.
She
Took them off. Do you remember what you said to her? Did you say take your shirt and underwear off? Or
never just talking about
right, what he
I
told
didn't
you
want
to
to-
say. I know.
Sorry. He wants you to take them off.
He wants you to take them
I
off.
didn't understand, so this is it. Come on.
Okay. So you told her he wants you to take them off. And she didn't understand that. So you said, just take them off. Okay. And was she saying anything back to you?
Who knows?
Okay.
Was really
Okay. So when she,
like my mind was doing everything, but was I wasn't really doing it at all.
yeah,
Is it weird?
I don't think so. I think that happens to a lot of people. When you go through something that's traumatic and when something is happening that's traumatic. So,
What to the friends? Well, friends don't do that to friends.
So when you told her to take her shirt and her underwear off, did she do it right away? No. What happened next?
We demanded.
Yeah.
So that was,
And she did. And where did she go?
I didn't want you to do that.
Did she give you your shirt, her shirt and underwear, or what did she do with them? She put them in the car. Where were y'all near the car at that point?
Her car,
You were near her car. So where in the car did she put them?
the back seat, because the doors.
Okay, so she's still able to reach to the back seat. Okay, so after she took her shirt and her underwear off, then what happened then? What did he tell you to do?
Told me that she wanted me to sex with her. But I wasn't wanted.
Right.
He compromised with me.
So he told you to touch her. And where was she when you touched her?
In the car.
So you had her stay back down in the car?
I just wanted, I didn't want to give him that. Didn't want to give him this. So yeah,
Right. So she was back in the car. And you touched her. And he said that was very fast. And did he ask you to do anything else to her when she was in the car?
He wanted me to do that again, but that's not going to be.
Right.
It gets me allowed that for some odd reasons.
Okay. So the only thing that he made you do was he made you put your finger into her vagina. Yes. And he didn't ask you to put your finger anywhere else.
I
And
think so.
did he ask you to do anything else to her? Did he ask you to touch her hair or touch her breasts or kiss her?
I couldn't do that. That's only for my life.
Okay. So no kissing. He didn't even ask for that.
He did. But to do that.
Did
It's
he ask
weird.
for you to bite her anywhere? No.
Yes.
So just touching all over. Okay. And when you were touching her all over, was she facing towards you or was she facing back? Away from you? Oh.
You wanted it. Oh, wait.
Mhm. Do you remember what you got?
It's like he was saying it like he was doing.
So after the boom, did she fall down at that point?
Mhm.
Okay. And do you remember how she was laying when she fell down?
Oh,
On her back.
he just went on to her leg aside so he could see.
Yeah, you could see. And then he told you to touch her at that point too, after she was already on the ground.
That.
He said that's enough. Okay. And then what happened? What did you do?
Told me to find a credit card and cash or something. So that through the purse.
Mm-hmm.
She found the card. I was bringing her card. So I was going to, but he said, no, you're into a car and drive and get me out. So I ran to the car. I was going to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even want to be in the first place.
Mm-hmm. He told you to come and pick him up. So where did you pick him up?
In the street towards where the bank was.
By the bank. Okay.
Oh, not by the bank. Down the street.
Okay. Oh, but that direction towards where the bank was. Okay. What side of the street was he on? Was he on the side with the Walgreens or on the side with the bank? On the bank side. Okay.
It was, the building where the cleaners is.
Yeah,
It was right.
right by there.
And then the guy shut the door. Said, go.
Mhm.
So, and he said, where's the car? So, here.
Mhm.
He said, well, you did a good job. He said, I did a good job. I didn't do it.
So said he would put gas in the car.
This is like you used to put gas. And to drive down to the woods. So it wouldn't be so suspicious. But look at that timed up for me. But
So then, where did the mask come from? Because you had the mask on at the gas station.
Right.
You had it.
Yes.
It was already in your car.
so you had stuff spread out all over the place.
Mhm.
And so he was looking back there. There's a message here. Where is it? So that you don't catch your face. And the camera that's above the gas station. That's in like the gas station.
Yeah.
And they got the camera. It's like, okay, that makes sense. Then once we did that, it's a feeling special nice tonight. So we're going to go back there. But wear the mask just in case somebody notices.
Mhm.
And that they're already there. And so you hope to be recognized so you can, if you run away. So I go back there. It says, no, you're going to go back there. And it's going to look for money there. It was like, how would they have money? How would they have $5,000 in that one car? So we went back there and they just don't care. When maybe if I didn't look at them, that maybe it was all safe. Maybe no, this was a prank. Maybe we just got him up and laughed and had a fun time. But
So when you went back, did he come back behind the building too? Okay, so he told you to wear the mask in case anybody was around, so no one would recognize you.
it's like
What did
he
he do?
hoped I would get caught.
What did he do when you went back there? He stayed at the car. Okay. And he told you that there was money in the car. So there was some money back there.
They looked all through it. And he had told me that anything I could use, I could help.
Mhm.
This point, I'm just didn't know what to do. You're young,
So you went through both of the cars?
looking for the money. But
Okay.
then I opened the trunk, and was looking through there. He says, "There's jumper cables." He said I could take that.
Okay. Okay. When you came back, did you accidentally touch either of the bodies when you came back?
No, no,
You didn't touch them.
I don't touch them. It's not previously.
Yeah. I just want to make sure. The license plate on her truck. When does the license plate come off?
When he told me to drive around back to the station and take it off because he didn't want my tape to get on the cameras.
Okay. So when
So
you guys,
weird because he was helping me, but he just maybe didn't find out.
so you guys drove out to the gas station, and you went around back of the gas station first. Isn't there's a Publix shopping center there to
So where'd you at? All right.
No, it was just the back curb where the gas station, the back.
Okay, so when you pull in that parking lot, you come in and you just went straight behind the building. Okay, and you took the license plate off. And where did you put the license plate?
It took off.
Okay, and then you went and got gas. And when did you put the license plate back on?
Drove back to the building where he originally told me to park.
Okay, so you got okay, so you got your gas and then you went and put it right back on. Okay,
I parked in a parking space, though I didn't go. But
okay,
it was behind the other park space.
okay.
He was. I didn't. Because all we wanted to do is like go
Yeah.
up.
So the last time that you went there, you left with the jumper cables. And you went where after you left there?
Drove down to where he told me to let him off.
Okay.
And then drove back to the park and just had to sleep, but
Which
not park next to
by Chelsea's house that we talked about yesterday. Okay. Did you go anywhere else after that? No. And then in the morning, is that when you went swimming? The next morning? You said this one day you said
At
the
the pool?
flag gate was open. Yes. And that's funny.
It's a what? Okay. Then I went to the stop for parking. Just not going to do the other.
Did you talk to Kelsey about that? Jeffrey, why did this happen? That's the only question that's left is why.
Why it's in them?
Is
I
it
don't know why.
for money? Is it because of jealousy? Is it because you didn't like one of them? You didn't like what they were doing?
There's a thing you like that.
Nothing like that. Is there not a reason why?
Tools and why?
Okay. All right. I'm going to step off for just a second and see if anybody else has bothered me any other questions. Is that okay? And I'll be back with you in a second, okay?
Jeffrey Hazelwood entered a guilty but mentally ill plea on May 17, 2017. He said very few words in court. He did not address the families. 2 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole. He remains at Baldwin State Prison today. His mental illness was real. The documentation confirmed it. None of it is an excuse, and none of it explains why 2 teenagers who had done nothing wrong were followed into a parking lot at 3 in the morning. Natalie Ann Henderson was 17, an honor student, a color guard member, a guitar player, a lifeguard. Her family said she wanted to become an architect. Her father never got to give her away at a wedding. Her family will never hear her laugh again. Carter James Davis was also 17, a lacrosse player, someone who helped struggling classmates with homework, who stood up for kids who were left out, who told the people he loved that he loved them. When Jeffrey opened that car door, Carter tried to fight him off. He was first. They were together that night because they were young and in love and alive, and that was reason enough. They had no idea anyone had followed them there. They had no reason to. What their families have now is a verdict. What this case leaves behind is the truth because Jeffrey Hazelwood could not help but tell it. He tried to bury it under mat and voices and found behind a quick trip, but the truth was always right there waiting for a detective patient enough to let him keep talking. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. It keeps this going and it makes sure the next one lands in your feed the day it drops. We'll see you then.